Today's video I'm going to try a new thing called shoe review, shoe test. Just recently went and bought myself a pair of Merrells. Really should have figured out the name before I started this review. In this video I'm going to be doing an actual test and review of hill walking shoes. These are the Merrell Moab. The Merrell Moab, M-O-A-B, FST Gore-Tex hiking shoe. So not just a trainer, not just running, hiking shoe with Gore-Tex, which means it should be like kind of water resistant or something. Fortunately, it has been raining in Scotland, surprise, surprise, and we're going to go for a gentle walk up a hill where there's grass, there's mud, there's water. So this is probably the cleanest it's going to look. I'll make that the screen grab of this photo. So this is the review of this. Now, these at the moment you can get for sale for around about £85. Their RRP are £120. I'm just Googling that just now. £120. And on the websites, they're only getting a 3-star review. Now, cool soles. I'm liking those. In fact, maybe we'll make that the thumbnail of this. It's also a Vibram sole, so the actual material that the bottom is made out of is very sticky. I was quite impressed. I went for a wee walk in these the other day, and on rocks it was just grippy. They just gripped to stuff, so I was quite happy with that. I've gone and got size 11 of these shoes. I'm normally a size 10, but 11 seems to be the comfortable size for me. So I would say if you're getting these, the Merrells, and you're normally a 10, get a size bigger. It seems to be more comfortable than not. Yeah, and that's part of the Vibram, when Googling this, Vibram bit here is saying it is meant to provide a combination of durability and stickiness for wet and dry surfaces. So yeah, I was quite impressed with that. Weight though is 1,500 grams? That's 1.5 kilograms? That seems quite heavy. It seems quite heavy for, but I suppose they are hill walking shoes. So let's go see if they're worthy of their only 3 out of 5-star rating. They most certainly are getting a little bit wet. Oh, will the Gore-Tex survive? So that bit which you don't normally see on the edit, where the person filming themselves is going back downhill to pick up the camera because they don't have a camera person filming them. The shoes are surprisingly, very surprisingly grippy on the downhill wet grass. Grass, hill, very steep one, and wet. Nice. So far, in terms of uphill walking over wet grass and some small stones, shoes have been comfortable, grippy, pretty happy with the result. However, it's about to absolutely pour down, a little bit out of breath, absolutely pour down. So let's see how good they are at partially downhill running. Might not be able to film this because I just don't want to get stuck, caught by that giant amount of rain. So, time now to test out the shoes in downhill running. So far, definitely feel grippy, definitely comfortable. Like I'm running on downhill, braking on wet grass. These are giving me a bit of confidence to go fast. Woo.
Don't know if you can see that, but they definitely look like they're taking in a good bit of water at the moment. Like just walking through all the wet grass, running downhill. They look soaking, however, my toes are definitely, like, the wettest bit of me are my ankles. So the toes are definitely, the Gore-Tex is definitely working. This bit here is the kind of surface which I would find a total nightmare. You've got wet, muddy path, which is totally slippy, and you've got grassy path outside, which is also equally slippy. But I would definitely say that the grip that are on these shoes are doing well in this slippy, slidey surfaces. Yeah, like totally well.
Whew. Steamy in here. Okay, so after that, let's see, let's take off the shoes. Nice and muddy. Grip has been surprised. Looks like I've squished something with blood in it. Ugh. Yeah, good bits of mud in there. Tested that out. My feet. Yes, the top of my foot. Can I show you that? Totally dry. Totally dry. That's good. The most wet bit are my ankles and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you are, like, comfort-wise, that was good. If you are, yeah, bone dry on the inside, even though it looked like it was totally squishing water out of it. It was completely dry. So if you are going for a slight hill walk over some wet grass, maybe some small stones, all that kind of stuff, not through rivers, not through big ponds, not wading anywhere, then I would say these are well worth their more than their 3 stars. They're 3 out of 5 stars. I think they're definitely worth more than that. Waterproofing was good. Comfort was good. Certainly, I got the size one size larger than what I normally have. Not too much movement in the shoe either. So even though it's one size bigger, I've got a lot of space around my toes, but I wasn't slipping inside the shoe. So that was good. They do feel warm. I think I'm more likely to have sweaty feet than I am to have wet and cold feet. That'd be the only thing I would probably advise that. But I guess that's part of the Gore-Tex. It's not able to get the air out fast enough. It's not like a highly ventilated trainer or anything like that. These are for walking. But yeah, I think if I was needing something which didn't quite require walking boots, but maybe wasn't exactly hill running, but I think these could be all right for hill running as well. They are a little bit heavy, that's the only thing I would say, like 1.5 kilograms in weight. That will feel heavy for you, but if you're going on stuff with a proper gradient, these are very grippy, fairly water resistant, and comfortable. So yeah, I would give it more than 3 out of 5. Should I give it a 5 out of 5? Depends.